it's Ryleigh
and Lexi,
and today we're gonna be doing like advice for starting high school and like breakup advice. So let's talk about freshman advice. We're about to be sophomores, so we're only 1 year of high school. So I don't know if we're fit to give this advice, but I really don't care.
I mean, we were freshmen, so
yeah,
if you don't
we were
think
just freshmen.
then skip it.
So everybody always says like you don't need a lot of supplies. You low-key do. Like you need like some stuff. Like you need like books and stuff. And color pencils. They wanted me to have color pencils.
I just say a notebook for each class or a folder. Color pencils, regular pencils or mechanical pencils. Highlighters, because my teachers ask me to highlight stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Glue, because you do still glue stuff in.
Yeah, and cut stuff. Like people act like you don't have to bring shit to school. You still kind of do.
If you don't want to be stuck using these teachers.
But for like drama and stuff, you like to stay out of drama. You should only have like one solid friend who you really say stuff to, like in your school. Me and Lexi go to 2 different schools, 2 different high schools. But at my high school, I only had one friend, and it was a boy. And we told each other everything, but I didn't tell nobody. Like I didn't really talk to anybody else. I mean, it's okay to do that. Like that was cool too. But I should have I feel like I should have made a little bit more friends because he left my school. We still talk and stuff, but he left my school. I feel like if I had made more friends, I could have had at least someone to talk to sometimes when he left and stuff. But yeah.
I had one solid friend, like, who I hung out with every day, all day. But I had, like, people who I could talk to if she wasn't there or something.
Yeah, but I don't really like making friends. So it's, like, hard for me to make friends. So if it's hard for you to make friends, then just find somebody who...
Or if people who are from your middle school go to the same high school as you, then be friends with them. If you've known them for a long time and y'all have been friends in the past.
Yeah. And to deal with, like, people saying stuff to you... High school drama when you get into high school is not even cute anymore. Like people think being ghetto is cute. Well, from where we live, like being ghetto is cute.
Fighting
all that
cute,
stuff.
No,
it's not cute.
It makes you look trashy.
It makes you look like boys don't like that. Like for girls, like or girls, whatever you like, they don't like all that ghetto shit that's ugly and unattractive. Like if you're always in drama, always in the mix, nobody's gonna want to be your friend because they're like
they think you're
gonna
get them into
drama. That's how I think of people when I want to make friends. I'm like, okay, I see her always getting into drama. I don't want to be her friend because I don't want to get caught up in that mess.
Yeah, I agree.
And for like grades and stuff, you should stay on top of your grades in high school because you don't know what opportunities you want to like get into. Like here where we live, you can be like it's like a specialty center. What is it called? Tech center.
The tech center, yeah.
Yeah, you could like do nursing and stuff and get your like stuff early.
So many different things there. In grades, they tell you in middle school that like high school is gonna be way harder than middle school. It is. For me, it was at least. It was a whole different thing.
I don't have honors classes in high school, so...
Oh, I did. I don't recommend honors. If you have honors, drop it.
Yeah. I had one honors class, and that was hard for me. Like, I always got a C in that class. And I've had honors all through middle school, but now it, like, just got hard, and it was hard. I don't know if it's because my teacher, the way he taught stuff, he assigned a lot of stuff, or just that's how it is. But, yeah, I didn't really have trouble in my class. The only classes I had trouble in was that class. And gym, at least for my school... You don't really need to dress out, but you need to make sure you do all your work in health and dress out like every now and then so you can at least get the grade. Like, because our teacher grades us on dressing out and stuff like that.
At mine, you just get graded on participation. Don't be dumb in gym because,
don't act like you're too good to
do things.
Do the stuff because at the end of the day, that's your grade. It don't matter if you're embarrassed of it or anything else. Like, everybody else,
it's gonna be embarrassing.
Exactly, it's gonna be on your grade, not everybody else's grade and stuff like that. And when you get help back, because you have to pass gym 2 times in high school, I'm pretty sure.
And I can't stress this one enough. When you get work, do it as soon as you get it. Don't put it off. Do it. Say you're gonna do it at home. You're not gonna end up doing it at home. Do it at school or whenever you get it signed.
Yeah, because if you wait, I mean, in my classes, my teachers, like, middle school, I feel like teachers were gonna never take late work and all that stuff. My teachers were actually, like, really flexible with the late work and, like, stuff like that. My teachers were like that.
If you're in honors classes, don't do that, because if they're not. My honors classes and my C-level classes were so much different from each other. Like, it was bad. I don't recommend honors.
Oh, well, my honors class, he took late work,
Mine took 2 days, and my regular classes took 7.
My classes took till the end of marking period. They didn't really care. Yeah. And, like, fighting and stuff like that. If you fight somebody, that draws a lot of attention to you, like, unwanted attention. Because, say you fight this girl.
Unless you win, but, like, otherwise. And unless you have a good reason. No, I think there's some reasons that are okay sometimes.
I feel like you shouldn't fight unless somebody hits you. That's my if nobody's hitting me, actually physically touching me, they can talk out, or in my face, like this close to my face, I don't care.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If somebody hits you, I think you should fight back. I don't
Yeah,
think you should just...
I hate when teachers do that. Like, if somebody hits you, do not sit there and let them freaking hit you. That's whack. You're gonna get bullied. I mean, I'm not trying to bully you into doing something, but you're probably gonna get bullied if you just let somebody hit you in your face and you don't hit back. I mean, that's self-defense. People, I guess teachers don't see it as that, but that's self-defense to me. My mom said if somebody hit me, you hit them back. Like, it's just that.
Yeah, don't let anybody like talk down to you and make you like their bitch or something.
Yeah, like, oh, let's talk about that. Toxic friends. That is, I think that if you have toxic friends, it's really hard. I mean, if you have a friend for a long time, it's really hard to cut them off, to be honest. Or if that's your only friend at the school, it's hard to cut them off. But if you have a toxic friend, like, they tell all your business, just don't tell them your business anymore and try and, like, fall back and not really tell them a lot of stuff. But if you don't want to make it seem like you don't want to be their friend, just trying to slowly, like, fall back. Don't, like, be like, I don't want to be your friend. You don't always have to do that. I feel like people always think you have to do that. You don't always have to be like, I don't want to be your friend. I don't like you. You could just fall back.
Yeah, that's just dumb, and that's just gonna cause a problem.
Exactly, like, that causes such a big problem. It's so dumb. Like,
it's so easy to just, when you see somebody in the hallway, just go the other way and avoid them if you don't want to talk to them or something.
Or, like, if you have a friend and you don't want them friends with somebody else, if you don't want them friends with, like, I don't think you should just, or, like, if you date somebody and they're friends with somebody you don't like, and you tell them not to be friends with them, if the person goes and sits there and tells that person, oh, so-and-so doesn't want me to, and this is for friends, relationship, anything like that, oh, so-and-so don't want me to be your friend, that's not your real friend, or that's not a real relationship, because why are they trying to put you out there? That's starting drama. Like, that's just always trying to start something.
Yeah, another thing, though, is that, I'm heavy on is don't make fun of people who look like they're less fortunate. You don't have to go sit with them, maybe they're a friend, but don't make fun of them. Don't be mean for no reason.
I feel like that was a thing, like, in middle school and stuff, making fun of people, but that shit is so whack. Like,
I saw people do it in high school. Like, I saw seniors do it, and it was just so dumb. Like, it made me mad.
I see people, if somebody stinks, it's not any of your business. I mean, like, I'm serious, because people...
No, if someone stinks, get away from them.
You get away from them, but don't bully them into... Maybe you could try and be their friend and help, but try to stay as far away as possible if you don't want to be, like, surrounded in that crazy mess.
Like, just... Well, I don't know if all high schools are like that, though, because our area might just be like that. But, like, some people who I've seen... Like, at my school... this boy was minding his own business. He wasn't doing anything. He was just standing there on his phone, but he was like different, weird looking. Not weird looking, just ugly. But
that was bullying.
But like, don't call him ugly. But he was just standing there, and this group of girls went up to him and started like talking to him, making fun of him, and then they flipped his hat off.
Yes, like
they flipped his hat off his head, and he was like, "Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that?" And they just started laughing and walked away. Like, there's no point in doing that. What? And
like that happened in my school with this girl. They threw a whole trash can at her. Like, she was like, she wasn't.
I saw that, and then they videoed it. Like,
yeah, and posted it. That was whack
trifling.
As a bitch to me. And like, I feel like, I mean, some people aren't like that. If you're not bold like that, you don't have to interfere with that. I wasn't there, but I saw a video and I commented. I was like, that's whack as a bitch. That's not cute at all. But you don't have to. If you see somebody getting bullied, don't go snitch, because you're just going to get bullied right with them.
Bully the bully, in my opinion.
Yeah, if you like are like have enough courage to do that, like if you're like that type of person, you can say something to the person, but that's going to cause conflict. But you could maybe, if you're not like into conflict and stuff like that, you could wait till they leave and like try to be the person's friend or try to help them, see if they make sure they're okay.
If you see somebody getting bullied, then you should say something. Like, I don't care. I think you should say something, because that's not cool. And people just think that bullying is cool sometimes. And
you should say something, but I don't think you should if you know you're gonna get beat up.
Well, yeah, if the other person is obviously bigger and stronger than you, don't say anything, because that'll just get yourself caught up in something bad. But if the person like isn't all that and it's like scared of you or whatever, just say something. Set them straight. Put them in line.
And if you see like, if your friend, if you notice, like, you gotta really pay attention to y'all type of friends now, because when you're making new friends stuff, people change a lot through the years. Like, people could change. So if you see a friend, they're always trying to get you in drama, they're always trying to get you in something, you need to fall back from them, because that's not like cool. If they're your real friend, they would try to keep you out of drama, they try to keep you out of stuff like that. They wouldn't encourage you to fight and do all that stuff. They would try to talk you out of that mess. Like, that's not a real friend if they're trying to like get you to fight and do all that dumb stuff.
Yeah, don't be friends with messy people, basically.
Yeah, like, that's bad.
And I also recommend, like, don't being friends with somebody who hangs out with everybody.
Yeah, I feel like...
Because they definitely run their mouth.
Yeah, I feel like if you want to have friends in high school, you can have like one side friend or whatever, and you can be acquaintances with everybody else. Like you can say, hey, I didn't do this either, I just kept to myself. But you can be like, hey, at the most and stuff. But I don't think you should be buddy friends with every single body, because that's gonna cause a lot of problems. When you have more friends, that causes more problems. So it's more easier to just keep your circle small.
And if you do become friends or acquaintances or whatever with somebody, don't tell your business to them, because they will tell other people.
People tell, that's what y'all fail to realize, like, y'all think people are your friends. They're not.
Yeah.
You need to see how people act, like, how they move around. If they're talking to them and they're telling everybody else's business, they're going to tell your business, too, if you tell them. Like, you need to see how people move. Like, that's just what you need to do. So, the next topic, I'm going to talk about breakups and stuff like that.
Okay.
I feel like, if you break up with somebody, y'all act like it's the end of the freaking world. Like, your life has to revolve around that person. It's not. When you're in a relationship, you need to make sure you love yourself and you can focus on yourself too, and you're okay without that person. Like,
yeah, and obviously breakups they gonna be hard and they can hurt, but you have to think, if y'all really want to break up with each other, then y'all obviously weren't meant to be in the first place, because you don't break up with people who you're in love with. And if you break up, I don't think you're in love.
Yeah, and I feel like you need to make sure you're like okay with yourself and you love yourself and you feel like you have the best, you're not insecure, you're okay with yourself,
and you're in a good place mentally.
You're at your best place mentally for you to get into a relationship, because
you're gonna put that all on the other person.
If you get into a relationship and you have all these issues and stuff and you're throwing that on the other person, people get tired of that stuff, and then once they leave you, you're gonna get depressed and stuff like that. So you need to make sure you're okay and you're not having
victim.
Yes, and you're not having a hard time within yourself for you to go bring that on somebody else. Like,
and don't break up with somebody, be all sad about it, and then go to the media and talk down on them or anything.
That is so whack. Don't go to the media with like your relationship problems. I learned that too. I didn't really personally. The other person I dated, they wanted to love to go to the media, and then so I was like, okay, that's what they're doing, so I'm gonna do that too. But it's not good to put your business out there, because once you start telling people, putting your business out there, that's when rumors get spread. That's when stuff gets spread. That's when people go back and forth telling each other stuff, and it's just fake. Like,
and when you break up, don't tell people's business, because that's just messed up. And don't go and tell, obviously if you're dating, there's a level of trust, so obviously that person trusts you with things they're telling you, and if they're trusting you with things they're telling you, and then after you break up you go and tell everybody what they said and stuff, that's foul, and you just look dumb.
It doesn't matter if, especially, oh my god, I'm gonna talk about that in a second, but yeah, like if they tell you like something serious about them, don't go run and tell everybody. That's like, so like, and make sure for you to tell the person your business, you're on that level where you know they're not gonna go tell people that stuff either. And that's like the same thing, nudes. Oh my god, y'all be just doing too much. Like, y'all send anybody nudes at this point, like anybody who asks them, and that is not cute.
Don't send nudes the first like week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or even a month, pretty much.
That's like,
and if they ask for nudes, then say no, because why do you need nudes in a relationship? It's dumb.
I feel like y'all like love to send nudes to people who do not care about you. Like, you feel like you're insecure about yourself, so you feel like if you send your body to somebody that they're gonna want you more, or they're gonna like you more. That does not change anything. They're probably sitting there laughing about you with their friends, not giving a damn what you did.
Don't, especially, okay, this is a good one. Don't send nudes if you know the person's not alone, by the way, because they could have their friends or their sister or whatever phone out to record it, and they could be like, I didn't screenshot, and like you could see it on Snapchat, they'd be like, I didn't screenshot. Well, like, it just makes sense.
I don't know, but I feel like nudes is like a tricky thing, because
I feel like 4 months in is when it's okay, but
I guess I just think you shouldn't send nudes at all. But I mean, obviously people are gonna do it.
I think like you shouldn't send nudes trying to be like cute and stuff, but like if it's a joke that y'all have or something, or you're doing it jokingly.
And
like,
by like joke nudes, we're not talking about, don't get freaking fully naked and send people video, like that's
that's not.
Don't send people your private parts and stuff like that.
Like, I don't think you should send that ever.
Yeah, like that's.
I'm just talking about like bra underwear.
And y'all are gonna get exposed. Like, y'all sit there and think these boys love you and these girls love you. They do not like you. They just want you. Like, especially if you're talking freaky with them, if you're doing all that weird stuff right off the bat, they obviously know, they're like, oh, I can get with her. I can get something from her. I don't really want to date her. I just want to have sex with her, do whatever.
And if it's known that you like send nudes a lot, like if somebody tells somebody, I don't think you should.
And some people, I mean, y'all make mistakes. Like, I hate when people try to come for people because they got exposed. Like, exposing is really whack. Most of the people I know think that that's so whack. Like, that's not cute at all. That's like,
if you expose somebody, then I lose all my
respect for you. Like,
for you, because you're
that
just,
is so trifling. Like, I never exposed nobody in my life.
I haven't
could never
either.
do that. Like, that, I would just feel too guilty about doing that. Like,
oh, it's this one girl I've exposed, but I don't have nothing to expose of her.
When you break up out of a relationship with somebody, that shit is so whack to sit there and like try to criticize everything they do. If they're fucking with somebody else, okay, focus on yourself, focus on your own life. Don't be trying to get into what they're doing.
And stop talking about them.
Exactly. Like, you sit there to talk about them, you post about them all the time, you post like what is it called, like you trying to throw shots on your spam, yeah, like all that stuff, that's gonna get back to them. And first of all, that does not make the person feel good, and that's gonna start an argument. That's gonna make the person not like you. Like, if you notice in every relationship you get into, it's an issue when y'all break up, you need to focus on yourself and see, like, what am I doing wrong at this point? Like, it's not always the other person. I hate when people try to play victim over and over and over. You don't always play victim. You're not always victim.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like, pushing your problems onto the other person, that is gonna make the other person not want to talk to you. Like, if you push all your problems onto them, if you try to make every situation about you, it's just not.
Yeah, like, you can tell them, like, I get, like, if we're in a relationship and you want to tell me, like, personal issues you're having, yes, I'm gonna help you. But if we get into an argument and you try to bring up your personal issues, like, and you try to say, well, don't leave me because of this, or don't leave me or I'm going to kill myself, or don't leave me or I'm going to do this.
Like,
and
that's not
That's,
cool.
like, pressuring the person to stay with you. That's not cool at all.
And that obviously means the other person doesn't want to be with you, but you're literally forcing them.
You're threatening somebody into being with you. Why would you want to be with somebody who does not want to be with you?
Obviously, that's not a happy relationship.
Exactly. And if you don't think you're making the other person happy, then don't try to be with them. Like, you guys want to be in a relationship with somebody so bad you don't even think about how the other person's feelings are. Like, you need to pay attention to the other person's feelings, not just yours. Like that.
And I just think you shouldn't rush things. I think you should take things slow.
And y'all should, like, first fuck with somebody. Like, my last relationship, I think I fucked with them for like 2 months till I actually dated them.
Yeah.
Like, you need to fuck with them, like,
make sure you know them and know what type of person
4, 3 months, 5 months, like, before you actually get into a relationship with them. And
but
be stingy.
That
like,
even doesn't work.
Yeah. Be stingy with who you want a relationship with. Like, if you're fucking with somebody and you're seeing they're starting to act different, you're seeing, like, they starting to be weird after a couple months because y'all are in a relationship, that means they're not patient and they can't wait for a relationship and stuff. Like, if somebody really likes you, they're going to take the time and wait till you're ready to be in a relationship. Yeah.
I think you should also, I don't think you should be, don't be friendly, first off, that's ugly. But another thing is, don't, like, I don't know how to put it into words.
Don't put down yourself. Like, don't let the person you're talking to talk to other people, flirt with other people, do stuff like that. Like,
stand up for yourself.
Exactly. That shit is so whack. If you see they're trying to flirt with other people, trying to talk to other people, cut them off. Like, do not talk to them, because you need to know better. Yeah, you need to know your worth and not sit there and be with somebody that's gonna sit there and play with you and all that stuff. Like, that's being toxic. Everybody thinks toxic relationships are so cute. If you've personally been in one, that is not fun at all.
Yeah, everybody's always like, toxic, oh my god, I'm so toxic.
That is not cute. Like,
you don't even know what toxic means.
Exactly. When you're sitting there crying on the phone all the time and stuff, that's not, like, a good relationship. That doesn't make you happy
or when y'all, like, cheat on each other every time y'all get in an argument. That's not cute. That's not toxic. That's, like, dumb.
That's disgusting, actually. Like, why are you sitting there trying to cheat on people? Like, that's
exactly.
Just
or
weird.
Some people, okay, this might not happen to everybody, but I heard of this situation happening too many times. When somebody breaks up, they go and have sex with somebody else, and then they get back together. That's gross. That's
disgusting, because you don't know what that person might have. You're transmitting it, so, and they obviously don't love you enough to respect you to not just go have sex with somebody else. Like, just because you're mad,
make sure you demand respect.
Yeah.
like respect or no relationship.
Yeah.
You're not,
and don't let anybody sit there and, like, talk down on you, like, call you out of your name when y'all get into an argument, hit you. Like, that's a big thing. If somebody's hitting you, leave them immediately. We're young. Like, you don't have to, you don't live with the person. You don't have to sit there and deal with somebody hitting on you and all that stuff. Like, that is so whack.
Also, though, this is another thing. If you are in a relationship and y'all get into an argument, don't bring your friends into it. Don't bring your family into it. Like, that's
exactly
whack.
Like, don't bring the other person's, like, say I'm in a relationship with somebody and they try to get my friends and tell them about our business. That's not their business. That's, if I want to tell my friends, those are my friends. I'm going to tell my friends. That's not your business to sit there and discuss me with somebody I'm friends with. Like, that's so childish. Like, I hate that childish stuff. And I feel like you shouldn't tell people, like, if you're getting into a relationship with somebody, if you're messing with somebody, do not tell everybody who you're messing with. Like, only, like, 2 people know who I'm messing with right now. Like, you don't need to go around telling people who you mess with, because that's how problems get started and all like dumb arguments and stuff. Some people, like, I don't putting your business on the media who you're messing with and stuff.
Yeah, I only tell her.
Good. Yeah, you only need to let like a little bit of your closest friends know if you want to let them know.
I think the next topic is gonna be coming out advice.
Oh yeah, so if you're coming out,
make sure your parents aren't homophobic and like gonna kick you out the house, because that'll just end badly before it even starts.
Yeah, so make sure nobody's gonna kick you. Like, make sure you're safe in your own home and comfortable enough with your parents. If
your parents have hit you in the past or like verbally abuse you, I don't think you should tell them, because that could end in a bad way. Especially also, some people are different, but I know some religions don't accept that. So if you know your parents or your like family's religion isn't gonna go for that, then don't tell them, because they might like wish you to hell or something, and that'd be sad.
Yeah, like, make sure you have a good relationship with your parents before you tell you. I have a really good relationship with my mom. When I told her, I was like crying and stuff, and she just told me it's gonna be okay. Like, she accepts me for whatever I want to do and stuff like that. Like, make sure your mom is or your parents, whoever, your guardian, is supportive of what you're doing. Like, you're not gonna get yourself into stuff that will get you in trouble, stuff like that. Yeah,
I agree, but also, like, if you have a friend over to sleep over and your parents like get suspicious, then like, I don't know, I don't think you should have sex with your friends.
Okay. I feel like if you have like a girlfriend or boyfriend and your mom like knows you're gay and stuff, like my mom, I tell her when like who I'm dating, who I'm messing with, so if they come over, she knows like that I'm messing with them, because I don't like keeping stuff from my mom. I feel like it could cause more problems, so I just like to tell her up front, like, this is who I'm messing with, and they want to come over and stuff, and that's
I don't
how we
tell
deal
my
with
parents.
it. Well, I tell my parents because I have a good relationship with my mom.
I don't have a good relationship really with my parents, so I don't tell them, because they would just act weird and crazy. But don't be nervous. So if your parents are good with it and you want to come out, then don't be nervous to what other people say. Like, if your friends aren't good with it or something, or they make fun of you for
I feel like everybody now is pretty accepting.
I do, so I think in our area, but like in some areas I've seen really bad videos, so like people who come out and it's just bad for them. So if you or your friends aren't accepting, then they're not real friends.
And don't just date anybody. Like, if you're gay and you just want to, or I hate gay girls always do not just have sex with anybody just because you're gay and you want to experiment and you just want to have sex. That is not good. That's nasty.
Yeah,
like,
I don't recommend messing with straight girls either. Yeah,
like, y'all want to have sex with everybody. Like, a lot of people want to have sex with everybody once they get gay, or they're not stingy with who they date. They just date anybody. That's going to be at the long run. You're going to look back at yourself and be like, ew, why did I do that?
Yeah,
like,
and don't, what was I going to say? I was ready to say something. Don't let girls, like, experiment with you to test out their sexuality and stuff like that, because at the end of the day, it's just not going to happen. Yeah.
So, I think that's going to wrap up our video, guys.
Yeah, that's all. Make sure to follow both of our Instagrams.
We'll have it in the description.
Yeah. And like and subscribe. And we'll try to post again soon. Yeah, we'll try to post like once every week, every 2 weeks. We can't be that active right now, probably, because it's like hard to get up videos. So. Yeah, because of quarantine and stuff. But thank you guys for watching so much, and we love you. Bye. Bye.